Queen Amina of Zazzau was not just a ruler, she was a warrior, a conqueror, and one of the most feared leaders in West African history. Yet today, her name is barely mentioned outside Africa. This is the true story of the warrior queen. In the 16th century, long before colonial rule, the Hausa city-states of West Africa were thriving centers of trade, culture, and power. Zazzau, modern-day Zaria, in northern Nigeria, was one of the most important of these city-states. It controlled major trade routes connecting the Sahara, the forests of West Africa, and distant lands beyond. And it was here that a girl named Amina was born. But Amina was not raised to be an ordinary princess. Amina was the daughter of Queen Bakwaturunku, the ruler of Zazzau. From a young age, Amina showed little interest in palace life or ceremonial duties. Instead, she trained with soldiers. She learned horse riding, sword fighting, spear, combat, military strategy. While other girls were prepared for marriage, Amina was being prepared for war. By her teenage years, she was already leading military units and earning the respect of veteran warriors. But respect was not enough for Amina. She wanted conquest. After the death of her mother, Amina eventually rose to the throne of Zazzau. She became queen at a time when neighboring kingdoms were growing stronger and trade routes were constantly contested. Most rulers would have focused on defense. Queen Amina chose expansion, and what she did next turned her into a legend. Queen Amina launched a series of aggressive military campaigns that lasted for decades. She personally led her armies on horseback, armed with spear and sword, commanding thousands of soldiers. Her forces conquered vast territories, stretching her influence across large parts of modern-day northern Nigeria and beyond. According to oral history, Amina never slept in one place for long. Each night, after conquering a city, she ordered the construction of fortified walls to secure her control. These walls became known as Amina's walls. Many still exist today. But Queen Amina's power wasn't built on war alone. By expanding Zazzau's territory, Amina gained control of key trade routes. Gold, salt, leather, cola nuts, and slaves passed through her kingdom. Instead of destroying conquered cities, she integrated them into her empire. Local rulers were allowed to govern as long as they paid tribute and recognized her authority. This made Zazzau richer, stronger, and more stable than ever before. Queen Amina understood something rare for her time. Power lasts longer when people benefit from it. Yet legends about Amina go even further. Stories say Queen Amina took lovers from the cities she conquered, and that none lived to speak of it. Whether myth or exaggeration, these stories reflect one truth. Queen Amina inspired fear. Enemies feared her armies. Rivals feared her ambition. Even her allies respected her strength. She ruled not just with force, but with reputation. Queen Amina is believed to have died during a military campaign, as she lived on horseback, far from the palace. Her death marked the end of an era, but not the end of her influence. Today, Queen Amina remains one of Africa's greatest military leaders. Her walls still shape cities. Her name lives in songs and oral history. Her story challenges everything we think we know about women and power in history. Queen Amina was not a myth. She was real, and she ruled with iron and vision. This was Queen Amina of Zazzau, the warrior queen, who expanded an empire and rewrote history. Subscribe to Chronicle Cabinet for more African history stories.